Hey cuties, it's Rachel. What's up with you today? So guys, the other day when I did a poll, you guys voted out of Spring Day and Save Me, and the winner is Spring Day. I'm literally so excited about this, and I have been reading through all of your comments and suggestions, and you guys said I need to watch the explanation video as well. So what I'm going to do today is watch the music video with the closed captions on, and then the explanation video after, because I don't want to be left confused. But anyways guys, let's get straight into this. Okay guys, so just before we get stuck into this, I wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in, and today's shout out goes to Carmen H. Honestly girl, I love reading your comments and I just love how supportive you are. So honestly, what a hey! Aww. Wait. What's he doing? No. No. Wait, no. This piano is beautiful with the... Miss you. Saying this makes me miss you even more. I love that. Seeing each other for once is now so hard between us. It's all winter here, even in August. Their lines are just wow. Like honestly, it's all winter here, even in August. So it's like, no, even when it's meant to be warm, it's still cold. So there's a lot of sadness behind this already. Like the imagery, it starts off with V on the tracks and a train is coming. What's going on? That time's so cruel, I hate us. Alone on the snow piercer. Is that why it's snowing? Or spring friend. Oh. Oh. That was gonna hit his face. Wow. Will I get to you a little faster if I was the snow in the air? This is beautiful. This sound is stunning, and the way they're singing is really like, I don't know, it's just making me feel a type of way, but it's like, I miss you, and they're da, 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 da. So beautiful, this chorus. This scene though, I just can't get over their scenes. Oh. With this rusty playground in the background. That's so nice. Oh, is he piercing his ear? How many sleepless nights do I have to spend? Oh, he looks so sad. Passing by the edge of the cold winter. Wow, did you just see that scene? I don't know what they're doing with this sparkler, but they look so sad. Like this party scene and in that other scene. They're doing like loads of things and with a really straight expression on their face. This sounds so beautiful. Please stay there a little longer. Look at this clothing pile and the laundry. Honestly, I miss you, but I'll erase you. I tried to exhale you in pain like smoke. A stunning word. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh, the chorus. And then it does it again, like the vibes. Who are they missing? Snowflakes fall down and get away. There's a lot about snow. Oh, look at this time lapse. Oh, I miss you, Pogoshita. Oh. How many sleepless nights do I have to spend? Where's he running? Oh, they're all together. Oh, that train sound. Oh, I'm sorry, but I already know that's V voice, I can just hear it. But I love when he goes, that sounds so beautiful. That train noise in the background, really effective. The song is really beautiful. And this winter will be over. Oh, the Goshita. Oh. I'll be there to see you. Okay, so we're back at the playground until the days of spring. Whoa, that's so nice. Oh, wow, this imagery. Look at that scene, hanging the shoes on the tree. I've seen that in movies. Wow, spring day. Oh my gosh. That was really, really beautiful. There was just so much imagery with those lyrics as well. They're saying so much like, I miss you. And then when Sugar's rap came in, he was like, I hate you. But it's like easier to forget you or something like that because it won't hurt as much. So they're definitely talking about some kind of loss, especially at the start where the, you know, was on the tracks. So is this to do with death? Because I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. But anyways, I'm going to get into the explanation because I'm just so interested into what they're trying to say. There was just so much poetry in the lyrics. Let's get straight into this. Tribute to the Sewol ferry tragedy. The boys represent all the survivors of the tragedy. I haven't heard about this. All the survivors, but he's on the tracks. Oh. Here, Taeyang is feeling survivor's guilt. The guilt of having survived while his friends have passed. Many people who have lost their loved ones often feel like committing suicide themselves so they can meet the other person in the afterlife. No, I knew this was about death. The guilt of having survived while his friends have passed, so it makes them want to die. Oh my gosh, wow. She feels guilty about surviving. I came out of this alive, but my friends didn't. From a survivor? What happened on this tragedy? Jungkook is also a survivor, thinking about his lost friends. Jimin even goes back to the sea to reminisce. This piano in the background though. Did you notice all the abandoned suitcases and clothes in this carriage? Yeah, I did see this, but I just thought... I didn't see the clothes actually, I just saw the luggages. Those abandoned suitcases and clothes represent all of the students who went on their field trip with all their belongings but never came back. Oh no. It is widely known the Korean government has been heavily criticised by the way they handled the tragedy. The media didn't report the full truth. The families kept in the dark about what happened. No way. Most tragically, the captain told the students to stay in their spot instead of evacuating. Most of the students drowned. While the captain and many crew members evacuated sinking ship. Is this for real? This is like another one of those things that you guys said where BTS sings about, you know, the adults kind of telling the children what to do, but I just can't believe that happened. Why would they tell the kids to stay on the ship? In the lyrics of Spring Day, he mentions Snowpiercer, yeah. Korean director. The movie takes place entirely on a train. The movie symbolises human society where the people in the front of the train, upper class, treat the tail of the train in an inhumane way. Wow. Oh, so it's like upper class and higher class, and they're also relating that to modern society.
Belong to the front. You belong to the tail. No,
I've never seen this film.
keep your place.
I believe this reference is a criticism to how younger people and ordinary citizens in South Korea are expected to always follow orders, even if it means being oppressed by the authorities, just like what happened to the students on the ferry. In the Snowpiercer movie, one guy finally decides to revolt against the injustice, so he sets out towards the front of the train to confront the government. Oh, yeah, this scene was beautiful with that lyric as well about August being cold. Omelas is the name. Omelas is the name of the fictional town, and they had it. The ones who walk away from the Omelas is the story of the utopian society whose survival and happiness depends on the suffering of a child. What in the universe? It's about how someone's happiness and prosperity means someone else's suffering. Ignorance is bliss. Hobie and Sugar represent citizen of Omelas. Someone walking forward to confront justice. Wow. This is like... Oh yeah, this imagery was so fun. This scene mirrors a scene in Snowpiercer when the main character reaches the middle of the train. He is attacked by the people who would not let the rebels through. Although it looked like a fun scene, it's actually not. See Rat Monster's sombre expression. He is trying to confront injustice in the society and government, but people were bringing him down and literally throwing things at him. I did see that they had a lot of still emotions through this, but this is just, I can't believe it has such a deep meaning behind the song. Here Jin represents the ones who have passed away. He looks up at all the others who are climbing up, growing up. No! That's really sad. The rusty merry-go-round behind Jungkook represents a loss of childhood. Survivors of the tragedy going about their regular lives. Oh yeah, I saw him piercing his ears. Oh my god, no. However, they realise they still feel the emptiness of loss. I literally said that they had like such a still emotion. They had such a still emotion in these scenes. And it just makes so much sense. Like, who knew that they were acting as the kids that were the survivors, and they're literally like feeling so sad because they survived and their friends didn't. Jimin symbolically picks up the shoes of a survivor. Laundry room scene is a very meaningful and important scene. Why? I thought that was really cool how they did the laundry in the pile of clothes. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. Fighting back tears, an 18-year-old boy who spoke for the fathers said, "Grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up, but we will remember and recollect our friends, because not forgetting them is what we can do best. Just as we will remember them, please don't forget them." Grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up. You can't forget stuff like that, honestly. Just don't forget them. He even has "don't forget" there, like, they're just so smart with everything they do. The mountain pile of clothes represents the victims. No. What in the world? Did I just see that? How many people passed away? A 40-foot tall mountain pile of clothes. Oh, it's an art installation. So that scene was the clothing pile. The boys realise it's their duty to seek justice. The yellow ribbons behind are similar to the Sewol Ferry Yellow Ribbon campaign. Wow, I didn't see that. Here Jungkook finally wakes up and runs in the same path as Rap Monster to seek justice for what has happened. Yes! Oh yeah, he went to the same place and then they all joined up. He thinks he's in this fight alone, but you never walk alone. This scene symbolises that even if justice is achieved or not achieved, what's done is done. The dead will not come back to life. However, as long as we will remember the ones who have died. Here Jungkook striking a match is old fairy tale when she lights up a match. Sorry. She sees her loved ones who have passed away. Oh, that's such a beautiful imagery. Oh, I see, so he lit the match and now he's with everyone. How the dead is outside of the world and it's a gloomy sight. It's beautiful how they always remain in our memories. That's all that matters. Just always remember anyone who passes. The humans are stuck living inside the train because the world outside has completely frozen. It represents how many of us are stuck inside a society or government that is oppressed. There's a possibility of a life outside the train. There is a way out of the oppressive system. Snowflakes are falling. He saw a snowflake enter the train for the first in many years. Snowflakes would not be able to form if the temperature is frozen. So he realised that somewhere outside the earth is slowly warming up again. It's a spring day. Oh my god. He steps out of the oppressive system that the society and government that have tried to downplay the tragedy. He invites us with him. The survivors feel free and liberated. That's really nice. The tree represents hope, a new life, a spring day. In many cultures, shoes are hung on trees to commemorate the dead. Oh, that's really nice. Just as we cannot forget them, we ask that the citizens of this country also to never forget them. And now I know I will never forget them either. Thanks for watching. Oh, I don't know. I just feel like that brought up a lot of emotions for me. But that was honestly so beautiful. Like, I just love how they had like such a nice meaning behind it. I'm not going to go into it too much because the explanation was there, but I just love how you can watch the music video and hear the song, and like through their singing and the way they are, you can already feel like it's a very emotional song. And then they have all this like beautiful imagery where there was bright colours and fun things going on, but then they had like this dead straight raw emotion, you know, because they weren't happy. And I love how the story is so sad. Like, I never heard about this tragedy, and it's absolutely terrible what happened, and how, you know, what happened with the media, how the families weren't even told the real situation. Like, that's just devastating, and they deserved to be told what actually happened to their children. I just love how they were talking about remembrance through the whole thing, and how sad it was because they were the survivors and their friends passed away. But in the end, they're trying to just say, do you know what? Sometimes terrible things happen like that on earth, but the thing that we can do is just to never forget them, always remember them, and always think about them, you know? It is just beautiful how BTS takes these really sensitive subjects that need to be heard, and they know that they have a global audience, and they know people will listen to them. It's so nice that they use their music to actually teach us about what is important, what is really going on in this world right now. I love them and respect them so much for that. Thank you so much for suggesting this, guys. If you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. But anyways, guys, tune in next time.